Hi everybody, all my followers, welcome to another video. So, this video today is on a 2007 Ford C-Max TDCi. The engine on this is the 2-liter diesel. And, right, the car. So the bonnet is open because I put the battery to charge just before I started the video. I don't know how good the battery was, but just in case I put it on charge. And basically the car doesn't start. I was told the problem was an immobilizer issue. The car was dropped here last night. And when I got the car, I've seen that someone has been already doing something here. Something over there. The same is dropped. I haven't even checked if everything is connected or anything like that. But the only thing I know, because I was helping pushing the car from the road into my driveway, is that when you turn, so there is 3 keys for the car. One looks like a genuine key. The other 2, as you can see, they are just the key itself, no remote, but they are aftermarket. They have all been cut to the barrel, but when I put the key on and I turn the key to the on position, what you're going to see is that I have my immobilizer light flashing and will come up with engine systems fault. So that's my issue, and I've tried every single key does exactly the same, so I don't think it's a key problem. But what we're going to do next, before I do anything else, before I even scan the car, I'm just going to go through the engine bay, make sure everything's connected, make sure everything looks okay. Go there, make sure everything's connected. I'm probably even going to pull this dash out and make sure everything's connected at the back, and then we'll go from there. I just checked all the fuses in the engine compartment. They all look good. I removed the SAM because it would make it much easier. Checked all the fuses, everything is good. Checked all the fuses that are missing. Checked against the diagrams. These fuses are not used for this car. Relays, that is not used, and that one is supposed to be for the fuel pump, based for petrol engines only. This being a diesel, I presume is not going to be needed. So everything looks okay here. Internally, I don't know. I hope everything is good as well. But let's kind of plug it back in and then diagnose the car, because everything else looks quite sweet to me. Okay, and I want to start by apologize for any glare, but there's a little bit, the sun is just behind me. So okay, so the first thing it happens, although sometimes the Maxi series doesn't read the VINs, but is that even under Ford program, as you can see in there, it fails to read the VIN, which to me means it's not getting communications with the engine module. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue, and I will try to select this engine, this car manually. So it looks like there is no comms with the PCM, and that's why we are having this problem. So let me select the car manually, and we'll go from there. Okay, and I'm in. So let's see what we can do here. Communications. Let me see what I can't communicate with. I could do an auto scan. Just gonna go very quick, try a few modules. So let's try ABS. Is here. Let me see the codes. Yes, it is on. Okay, can control network communication bus, fault receiver, voltage low, communication bus, canary network, blah blah blah. So let me go back, go to airbags. I'm gonna leave the PCM because I think we're not gonna communicate with the PCM. Airbags, we have Come on. Get my codes. Okay, bolted. Oh, that's the only thing. Matter. Let's go IC. Instrument cluster. Communicates. Read codes. So full receiver error, anti-theft, transceiver, fault, communication bus. So this is all CAN network faults. Let's go back. Let me try my... Where's my body control module? Body control module communicates fine. Okay. It's gonna go through that thingy. Okay, hood, ambient temperature sensor. That's strange. And that's it. Okay, I was expecting a little bit more errors here. Let's gonna go to live data just to see what we have on live data. Let me see if we have anything here. Okay, blah blah blah. Key fob 1. It's fine. I want to see immobilizer stuff. That's what I want to see. But it's not going to be nothing here, isn't it? Nope. There's nothing here. It's going to go back. Back. Let's go. Oh, come on. Now let's gonna try that one. And I think it's gonna fail. There we go. Okay, so try one more. As I was guessing, there is no communications with my engine module. So let me see one thing here. That was just me. Okay, so where to start? Okay, I'm not sure how the immobilizer is on this one. It's probably in the cluster, perhaps. See what we have here. There we go. Look at that. So missing. So it looks like my dash is actually my gateway, kind of. So when I come down here, as you can see in there, that's what I was looking for. Was missing CAN error network message. This is going to be from one module. Which module is that? Audio control module. No. Then you have another module here, which is the gem module. And it says no. Then we have another one that says restraint, so airbags. Oh, come on. And then we have one here that says transmission. This is manual. Okay. But then, missing CAN message from PCM. Yes. Missing the CAN control area network from anti-block braking system. Yes. What? Yes, PCM verify. Okay, no, obviously. 3 keys is the keys we have. So I'm strange how it says, hold on again. So let me think on here. So it says that I have okay. So it says there's no message between for this and this. But when I come here, I can actually communicate with my ABS. Unless, without diagrams it's going to be a little bit tricky now, unless my network from the OBD port to the ABS is different than the one from the cluster down to the ABS. So okay, but we know why it doesn't start. Okay, so we have no communications with my PCM and we have all those faults. So I'm not really sure where to start. Okay guys, and the first thing I've decided to do is to get access to the engine ECU, which is under the wheel arch. And Ford, they decided to use these anti-tamper bolts. So I've just stayed a cut with the grinder. If this cut here went through, we'll then seal the cover. But for now was the only way to remove these bolts. So I cut halfway on each one. One already came off. So let's gonna take the other ones and then carry on. Guys, ECU is out. The ECU itself is quite clean. A little bit of rust in there, but only on occasion really. Overall looks quite good. Pins, they look quite good. So this is the 803, sorry, SID 803A, so it's a Siemens. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is perhaps put the scope on the CAN lines in there and try to understand if my problem is actually CAN up to here or if it's in the ECU itself. So let's try to figure out the pin out, plug the scope and go from there. Guys, and I have the scope connected over there on my CAN lines. So my red probe is my CAN low, my blue probe is my CAN high. And look what I have in there. This is ignition on. So I'm a little bit puzzled now because it looks like I have CAN communications here. So let's recap what we did so far. So scoping the CAN lines at the ECU plug without the ECU connected. I can see CAN line in there, but I can't communicate with the module when it's connected. So let me come here now. Let me see one thing here now. Let me see if I can still communicate with, yes, I can communicate with my ABS still. Let me come to my IC. Let me see one thing here. I still don't understand why it tells me there is no communications with the ABS module. Okay, so do we have a bad PCM? It looks like. It really looks like. Guys, before we completely condemned the PCM, let's gonna check the other basics. Let's make sure I have powers and grounds in there, because obviously that will also cause an issue. But it looks like the CAN network is actually fine. So let's gonna check powers and grounds. Okay, and let's gonna check voltage. Now the voltage, I should have the test light connected to ground over there. I don't know why the camera is capturing. It's over there on the floor. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. So this cable is coming from ground, I think it is. Yes, it is. It's grounded up there, and on this plug here, on the little one, the small one, my pin, let me see if I recall correctly, C3 is 12 volts. I should have 12 volts here, which I think you can see on camera I have. Then I have another 12 volts on this middle plug, pin G4, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G4. There we go, 12 volts. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check if I have grounds. So let me go change this cable at the top into the battery. Okay, so this black cable now is connected to the positive lead on the battery, and now let's gonna check the ground, and the ground should be my H, so GH4, and I have, sorry guys, and I have no ground. Look at that, no ground. So the ground is missing in here, and the ground looks like it's going to be a, let's see if there's that one in there. I think I'm gonna cut this off. Hold on a second, guys. Let's cut these out. I don't have diagrams for these. Well, I haven't searched yet if I have diagrams. I'm trying to do this just by, okay, let's pull these out. Just want to make sure I see which cable is. Okay, and H4 is this thick yellow and black. And what I'm going to do, guys, is a quite rather simple thing now, just to test. Let me turn the ignition off first. Hold on a second. Okay guys, and just for a quick test, what I've done is I forced the ground through there, so this lead goes up and is grounded over there. And now let's turn the ignition on and see what happens. So ground was missing, we put the ground in there, and look at that, my immobilizer light is off. So I can guarantee you I'm gonna have communications now, and voila, there it is. And so there's no point to go read the codes, that's pointless. The only thing we need to do now is figure out where that ground comes from and try to get it fixed. But nearly there, so it's just a lack of ground. Okay, there is other grounds to the ICU, I believe, so it might be that they come all from the same place. I don't have diagrams like I said. I could try to go and search a little bit, but I think all I'm going to do is just try to follow that black and yellow, see where it goes, and try to rectify the issue. Okay guys, let me show you this. So when you follow the loom that comes from there, you have this branch here that comes out from the main loom, and it comes to there. And look at this, I'm just going to show you this. And how much do you want to bet that when I strip this, this is going to be black and yellow? That's going to do it. Okay, and interestingly enough, it looks like the first one is not. It's actually black or blue and black, kind of. But this one, there is two wires on there, so it's going to take this ground off here. is the broken one. I don't know where that goes, but this is gonna be my black and yellow. Let me have a look, see what we find. Actually, there is 2 blacks here. Okay, so I was wrong. Maybe that they merge inside the loom somewhere. I don't want to have to strip this loom. I don't think. Let's see if would be any chance that this ground would come from elsewhere. I don't think they would, to be honest. So this comes all the way to here. Goes there. Comes up here to sensors and stuff. Back to the loom. Okay, I don't think they would come this far to get a ground for this, I guess. I don't think they would come. Most likely it's going to be these 2. Let me do one thing. Let me unplug the module again. Let me take the battery from the charge. It should be quite good now. Okay. Okay, let me see where this wire. Let's see where it comes. So that's I'm probing that H4, the ground down there. See if it comes to. So it doesn't come to this one. There we go, and it comes to the broken one. There we go, guys. So it looks like this is my problem. Okay, let's gonna fix this and then we should be ready to go. Okay, that's repaired, as you can see. Now we're gonna put a little bit of tape around, put everything back on and go from there. Okay guys, everything is in place now, including the airflow meter. The module is also there. I haven't put the cover back on yet. I put a bolt that was missing there as well, but so it's not going to fall off even if I start the engine. And now, yes, is the moment of truth. Let's see if he starts. Okay, let's gonna go see what happens. See if the battery is still good, but it should be. Right, ignition on. Oh, look at that. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Wow, problem fixed. And look at that, no engine light, no nothing. Well, hope nothing comes back. So let's just gonna do a very quick auto scan. So we're gonna do an auto scan, clear all the codes and go from there. But to be honest with you, it looks really good. And I also want to see if that fault in the instrument cluster for the ABS, if it's gone. But we have no lights anyway, so that looks really good. Looks really good. Okay, I've been putting the cover back on the ECU case, so the scan is finished. Let's gonna turn just ignition on. Let's quick erase all this. And it's really good to see that they come back with no faults. Even the instrument cluster. So most likely that can thing was because the ABS module was not communicating with the PCM and therefore was sending either wrong information or something along those lines into the instrument cluster. So there is a fault with the ACM, and it's finished. So I think that's it. Let's start the engine again. Let me try the other keys, just curiosity. Let me try these keys. Yeah, they look good as well. There we go. Yeah, they look good. That's it. Look at that. This is really good. And I think I'm gonna terminate the video here, guys. We got it fixed. So I'm gonna put the dash back on. Whoever's been playing with this, put the rest back on, and that's it. In the end, with just a lack of, I think that red light. I know it's because the doors are open. So what I was. So in the end, it was just a lack of ground. We found the problem. We found where the issue was. We got it repaired, and the car is started again. So I really hope, guys, there is some information on this video that you're gonna find it useful. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do have any questions, any comments, put them below. And like always, guys, thanks so much for watching.